collect yourself. Think about, now, I know we've got people playing weird instruments and it's kind of spread all over the place as far as the cues. So you're going to have to kind of think about what you heard and what you're going to cue where. And then you have to decide, you don't have to cue every entrance, but decide which ones are most important. There's a couple in particular. Your crescendo there, you kind of did the crescendo and then you did it a little too fast and then you got kind of stuck and you didn't have any room to go and then you didn't know what to do with your hand. It just kind of hung out here for a while. So make the crescendo. If you get too high too quickly, go ahead and drop it back down and then you can continue doing it. And then when you get to the top, you can just go in and mirror for a minute and just use both hands for a minute and then pull it out of the way. And then we got to get a PMOSO.
Right.
There's a couple of things. Try it again. That was much better. Were you happy with that?
Mostly.
Okay, what weren't you happy with?
I only did one cue.
You only did one cue, but I think that's an important one. You don't have to cue measure two. I mean, they can count a measure. And then once you cue the horn entrance, the bassoon entrance is the measure right after that. One cue that I think would be very helpful, why don't you start the measure with the crescendo? So everyone, this is page 124. Start the measure with the crescendo, do the crescendo, and then cue the percussion and use that to get your left hand out of space up here.
Okay.
Start right there. Make sure they're ready and then give them a good breath. We're on page 124. Measure with the crescendo. First measure.
Measure 24.
Yep, measure 24. And then you're not hanging out like you're about to serve like breadsticks at Olive Garden. Okay. You have anything?
In general, you guys, I know you're worrying about a whole lot more rather than this. Cues are what this exercise is for, but there are also other things like stylistic changes, right? Sometimes there are tenutos. I don't know if there are any staccatos. It sounds like there certainly are. But then the style should change at the PMOSO. So all of you should think about, in conducting, there's a first level, which is, am I conducting a pattern? Do I have any idea what's going on? And then the second level after that is, all right, let's go for basic things like dynamics and cueing. And then above that is the music, right? The stylistic things. So don't be afraid to change from legato to maybe a little more marcato, if it says marcato, okay? Especially I'm sure we're kind of at a floundering stage right now, but especially for Friday, look at the stylistic things and decide what kind of music do I want to make with this? Because ultimately, the goal is to make music. You're going to stand up in front of an ensemble and hopefully not just play notes and rhythms. You're actually going to give them a good musical experience. You should be prepared with what you want to do with that, okay?
Who's next?